Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantasy. Well, this is the perfect game for all parties, not least the neutrals who've just come to enjoy it.
Well, the atmosphere, Peter, certainly doesn't feel like a friendly. We all know about the quality we have on show here, so I hope that the crowd demand as much as they can get, and I hope the players will oblige on that.
Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, Peter, I really like this lad, Jules Koundé, a lot. He isn't the biggest, but he's known for having a big character that makes up for that. He's brilliant in boxes, and he can outmuscle opponents that are much bigger than him. You add a little bit of pace to that, and he's a formidable presence at the back.
Yeah, I'm inclined to agree. Now it's Rashford. Van der Beek. Blind. Oh, they could break here. And it's Rashford. And here's Yamal. Now this could be a chance. Lamar. Rafinha, can he spark a counter here? Decent chance! And for a moment, time stood still.
Well, let that be a lesson for them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
Unahi. Blint. Rafinha. Balde goes on a charge down the left. Blint. Aim forwards. Could move up a gear here. Driven forward. Koundé. De Jong. Araujo. Rafinha. Araujo. Moved on forwards. Clears it away. Balde. And it's Pedri. De Jong. Pedri. And here's Rashford.
Rashford really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Van der Beek. Blint. Sigankov proves just a little bit too strong. The ball goes in. And it's played forward. Pedri. Araujo. Blint. Barcelona playing high up the pitch here, very much taking the front foot approach. Yamal. Oh, time, excellent interception. Ter Stegen, long ball by the goalkeeper. And that's been won straight back. Blint played into space. Tries to get it clear. Blint goes short. Stuani delivers the ball. And the finish!
Well, the keeper seemed to go into study mode then, and he's read it beautifully.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's clear cut, it's a free kick.
Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Look, it's the width that's providing this momentum, and they look set to further exploit. Really aren't convincing right now. It has to start in defence, but the whole team needs a wake-up call.
Ter Stegen claims it, and the danger passes. Blint. And it's Stuani. Well, both starting the game at a pretty decent tempo. It looked as though that might lead to something quite promising, but it turned out that that was not the case. And here's Stuani. Sigankov has a look up from the right hand. Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. Oh, very neat and tidy.
First goal of the game.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Dani Olmo. Balde. There's the shot! Really well taken goal. Barcelona are back in business. Perfect timing, perfect connection, and a perfect outcome.
Oh, wonderful. Just wonderful. What technical dreams are made of. It was unstoppable.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited. For me, now they can go one better, possibly.
That's really well manoeuvred. Blint shifted upfield. Pass just lacking in accuracy. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That's a fabulous ball. Lamar showing good feet. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Great ball if he can get there. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Now he's wondering who wants it.
Well, I'm starting to see much more movement off the ball now, Peter, which is obviously a big plus.
And surely more options then for the man on the ball.
Well, you would think so, and I think also we're going to see them just wear their opposition down and force mistakes. They can be quite relentless.
Van der Beek played with finesse. That's the throw. Played into the middle. Rashford. Rashford is sporting a guilty look after that.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Pedri. Rafinha. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Balde, here comes the cross.
Barcelona clearly are looking formidable down that left-hand side, the current supply route. Balde clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
Thinks one through. Van der Beek! Sticks it away! And again they hit the front. That's wonderfully done. Crisp hit, true finish.
Well, most of those go high and wide because of their difficulty. He made it look like he does it every day.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Dani Olmo. Rafinha. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Rashford. And here's Rafinha. Stuani. Blint. Pau Kubasi does really well to win the ball there. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Rafinha. Over to the left. That is lovely. It's a threat. It's Rashford! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Rashford clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Defending of the desperate variety. Aim forwards. And it's Stuani. Balde forwards and with intent. Great defending, strong and determined. Moved on forwards. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. That has been cut short. Rashford. Balde. Strong running down that left flank. That's good play. De Jong. Yamal. Now it's Yamal. Muscular approach does pay off here. Yeah, he's fouled him there. Well, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. And it's Koundé. De Jong. Rafinha. And it's played forward. He can run onto that. He is through here. Balde wins the duel this time. Balde did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Pedri. Balde. Takes aim and crosses. That's the keeper's ball. Stuani, now he's off and running. De Jong. And here's Rashford. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick. There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Van der Beek, excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Araujo. Pedri. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Well, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rafinha. Unahi makes the interception. Blind. In with the challenge. Araujo. De Jong. Dani Olmo. Now it's Rashford. Cuts out the pass. Van der Beek. And here's Lamar. Great run on the overlap here. Hit into the middle. Easy enough for the goalkeeper. And it's Olmo. De Jong. Balde tries a cross. That's an excellent interception. Jamal's cross. Played towards the other side. Sagankov at his creative best. He set up 2 goals. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. De Jong. Jamal. Rashford. Blint. Kubasi. Rafinha. Referee's given a throw. Van der Beek given the lift of his goal. Unahi. Blint. Kubasi, and the first 45 minutes are leading 2-1, but things are very much in the balance here.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that 2-goal cushion early in the second half.
Very little in it. The score at half-time is 2-1. And the game has already resumed here. Araujo goes forward. Blint. Unahi. That's really well manoeuvred. Out to the right. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's Blint. He's going to be disappointed with that. Koundé shifted upfield. De Jong. Rashford. Clipped into space. Short changes him with that pass. And they can counter here. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. Van der Beek tries a shot!
Van der Beek just can't be faulted for taking on the opportunity. That sort of distance is usually up his street.
Balde aimed forwards. That was nowhere near his best. Witsel. Unahi. Lamar. That's surely a foul. Free kick. Witsel. Unahi. Oh, good spread. That's going to go a long way. That's a throw. Van der Beek. And here's real chance! Balde. Kubasi. De Jong. De Jong, gently done. Witsel cuts it out. And it's Olmo. Yamal. And here's Rashford. Blint. Unahi. Played out to the right. Sigankov is onto it in a flash. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Pedri. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
I mean, let's be lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Rafinha! It's a loose ball. Spread out to the left. Dani Olmo. Pedri. Goes for the shot! And the ball's come loose here. Cross from Rafinha. Van der Beek. Lamar. Unahi. Moved on forwards. Kunde. Yamal. Yamal. Oh, that's a clever looking ball. Now it's done. It shapes to shoot! And it's played forward. And now the breakaway. Araujo. Rafinha forwards and with intent. Now then, the ball's come loose. Balde. De Jong. Pedri. Pedri, nicely aimed pass. Rafinha. Out to the left it goes. Nice control.
Barcelona really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Sigankov plays it short. The chances keep on coming. They're awarded another corner. Araujo gets it away. Unahi. Oh, that's neat. Oh, looks like he's been taken out there. Blint. And he's heaved it away. Van der Beek. And here's Lamar. Lamar! He's missed, but not by that far.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Pedri. Araujo. Kubasi. Rashford chasing after it. Now that's well seen too. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Well, learning from your mistakes and not repeating them is never completely guaranteed, but that rear guard is more focused on him now.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Dani Olmo. He's had a shot! And it's come back out to him. He's hit it first time.
Well, I think his mind was made up the way that ball arrived, and I certainly admire his willingness to hit the volley.
Van der Beek. Van der Beek head out towards the right wing. Plenty waiting in the middle. Nice interception, well timed. Koundé. That's really well manoeuvred. Rafinha. That's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Unahi aim forwards. Now it's Rashford. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Blint. Witsel. Unahi. Van der Beek. Witsel. Moved on forwards. Pedri. Rafinha, who's on a run down the left wing. Clears it away. Barcelona have reclaimed it. Rafinha. And here's Rashford. Dani Olmo! Blint. Van der Beek. Oh, it's come loose. Great challenge, time to perfection. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rafinha. Now it's Rashford. Dani Olmo made out to the left flank. Oh, played through for the wide man. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Rafinha! Oh, special! That is a special goal! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are back in business. That was beautiful. Something close to genius. Quite a thriller this one's become.
Well, needless to say, Peter, they're eager to get going, but you have to wonder how much these boys have left in the tank.
And it's Lamar. Unahi. Is there any support? He might not need it.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
De Jong. De Jong shifted upfield. Unahi. Witsel, and it's played forward. It's an inviting looking ball, that. And the counter is on. Balde. Pedri. And there's his chance to lead the counter. And it's Lamar. Blint. He's got away. Oh, shooting chance! No, not quite.
Well, I can understand why his thinking was that way inclined.
Unahi. Blint. Van der Beek. He's through here.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Yamal gently done.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Kubasi. De Jong. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
How Kubasi wins the duel this time. Blint. That's a nicely weighted pass.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Moved on forwards. Van de Beek. Now it's Stuani. And he cuts out the supply.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Do have a chance to counter here. It's gone out for a throw-in. Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, his stamina was called into question then, but there's absolutely nothing wrong with his heart and the efforts he put in. He was very willing, though, not quite able.
Blint. That's really well manoeuvred.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Blint. Back into the middle. One good cross, maybe the last chance. Chance! What about that? Late in the day, this could well be it! And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for. Araujo. I think we're just about done here. Koundé. Yamal. And here's Lewandowski. And here's Rashford. Now it's Rafinha. Proves too strong.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Witsel. Oh, this looks sharp. Stuani chasing after it. And it's Lewandowski. 2 minutes to be added on. Valde. Aimed in towards the centre. A couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, for me, this was the obvious substitution. He'd become just a little jaded, and as a result of that, he was most likely to make a mistake. I think sometimes when the body becomes tired, the brain goes with it, and I think that's happened in this case.
Nicely intercepted. Balde forwards and with intent. Van der Beek. Stuani. Out to the right. Van der Beek. Lewandowski. So that's it. It is all over. Well, that was good. A terrific advertisement for attacking football. Both sides glad to trade blows, to set out always only to win, and it came down to one decisive moment.